Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to this week's talk with the Real Talks with Doc. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. If you find that anything that we're providing as far as content here is concerned, being of meaningful, valuable information to you in your real estate quest, your construction quest, your development quest, please comment below. We'd love to hear from you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kay. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. All right, so is there any new updates you have for us this week?
Yes, we have finally delivered our first 4 new build projects to the city of Cumberland. Applause. Oh, yeah. Cumberland is a very unique, interesting place. Kay, there's a link I want you to post just to give some information and awareness to what the city of Cumberland is actually doing to attract new residents. They're giving $20,000 away in real money. Yes, $20,000. So Cumberland may be a place that some of you may be interested in. It's a beautiful city, an old city that sits in the valley of the mountains. So Kay is going to attach a link that they were literally just on the news about a week ago. So if you want to take advantage of the opportunity of getting $20,000 in real cash money to move to the city of Cumberland, it might be a good fit for you. So we got 4 new bills that we delivered to the city of Cumberland, had a red ribbon cutting ceremony with the mayor and his office, and it was just a wonderful, beautiful experience to be a part of. So if you go to the City of Cumberland website and just put in TEABOW, T-E-A-B-O-W, residential, it'll show you all the new build construction that we delivered to the city and that we have coming for delivery to the city if you want to get involved and take advantage of some of those opportunities that we're actually providing for the residents of the City of Cumberland and anybody who wants to move into the City of Cumberland. So take advantage of that money. $20,000 is a lot of money.
Awesome. All right, so homeowners prepare for spring renovations. What are the best home renovation projects to tackle this spring?
Best home renovation projects to tackle this spring is the kitchen. The kitchen is always a great renovation, especially if you haven't updated your kitchen in over a decade, 10 years. Is normally the mark that we use. Because believe it or not, the kitchen in today's modern era has become the hub in which family gather around. You know, kids gather around a nice, huge center kitchen island to do homework while, you know, mom or dad may be in the kitchen cooking. So a lot of our clients, after about 10 years, they renovate their kitchen by adding more working space. Like for instance, they add kitchen islands that give them plenty of countertop space. Update appliances, updating tile. You know, some of the tile, 10 years is a long time. You know, trends change. Colors have lightened up compared to 10 years ago when they used a lot of dark, primary colors, blue, yellow, green in the kitchen. And, you know, we find a lot of our clients are just updating the kitchen tile and the color palette throughout their kitchen. So kitchen renovations are always a great renovation. And then if you want to, look at the exterior, just making sure that the caulk sealing around your windows is tight and secure, because again, caulk can expand and contract, especially when, the builder didn't use a good quality elasto caulking. So making sure that, your windows are tight and sealed so that when you are running your AC during the summer months, especially when it gets brutally hot, that you are retaining as much as that cooling inside in the interior of the home and not letting it escape through leaking window and doors, which can be a big problem going into the spring, summer months. So that's always a good renovation to look at. Remember to turn those spigot valves open, turn your spigots back on now that we're coming out the frigid winter months. That's something people sometimes forget to do as they get ready for the spring. And also clean those gutters. Now that, we're coming out of fall, leaves are falling, you probably haven't cleaned your gutters during the winter. It's cold outside. A lot of people are not outside in the cold. So now that, we're going into the spring, another great maintenance thing to do is just make sure that those gutters are clean and they're not weighted with heavy leaves and tree stems and debris that can cause your gutter to start to have excessive weight and detach from the home, cause you another kind of problem. So these are kind of things that we advise our clients to take advantage of as they get ready for this beautiful spring that's coming.
how can homeowners inspect their homes for winter damage before starting renovations?
How can they inspect their homes for winter damage? There's a list that we actually provided for clients last spring, as a matter of fact. We need to find that list, Kay, and just post it. So Kay will shoot me an email, and we'll post, there's 10 top things. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but they're in a nice sequence, easy to follow, and easy for any homeowner to do. And you just go through and check that list, and your home will be well prepared coming out of the winter, going into the spring months.
Okay. What are some cost-effective ways to refresh a home's exterior for spring?
Power washing. You don't always have to replace siding. You know, just make sure you get a good power washing company that can put the detergent solution in there, not just the water, and give the home a good power washing. You wouldn't believe how refreshed the home looks after a good power washing with the right cleaning solution. That's cost effective. If you're not afraid of ladders, just, you know, going up there and making sure your gutters are clear yourself. Sometimes your roof line is not that high, you know, maybe 20 feet off the ground max, and you can go up there and clean your own gutters. That could save you anywhere from $600 to $1,500 based on what your local small renovation companies or gutter companies are charging you to come out and clean your gutters. Is another cost-effective way that you can save. And then getting those 10 items that you can do yourself really easy. One of the major things that people don't think about, and it's just not a spring thing, but it's a every 3 months thing, is that you should be changing your filters in your HVAC system. That really affects the quality of air that you and your family are breathing. If you have a filter that is dirty, that is clogged, that does not allow great airflow and circulation from your furnace, that can really affect the air quality in your home. So make sure that you're changing those filters every 3 months. Set a reminder to change those air filters. And sometimes you can have air filters not only in your furnace, but also in your returns throughout your house. So based on the size of your home, you can have anywhere from 4 to 6 filters to change. That's a lot of filters. And if those filters are not being changed, that's a lot of particulates that are getting in the air that should be caught in those filters that you and your family are breathing. So make sure you, right now, as soon as you stop listening to this video, go check your air filters, because you probably haven't changed them in a year or longer and they need to be changed out.
That's good. So how can homeowners improve energy efficiency? Some people are dealing with high electric bills and different things like that. So what are some things that we can do?
So in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., they're giving crazy, ridiculous credits for the installation of solar panels. And solar panels are causing anyone who installed them electric bill to go down overnight. And sometimes I'm talking as much as 50 to 75%. So check with your local solar company and see what solar credits you can get, see what tax breaks you can get, because that's one way to bring your electric bill down. And then as we talked about earlier, leaky windows and doors can really impact your energy bill. Just think about it. You know, the house has a thermostat, and the job of that thermostat is to get the house to that temperature and maintain at that temperature. And if you constantly have heat escaping in the wintertime and you constantly have air escaping in the summertime, that becomes a problem because your system is constantly running when it should not be to, you know, equalize the room temperature, and that just causes a strain on your electric bill because it just runs unnecessarily longer than it's supposed to, because it's trying to maintain that temperature, and you're constantly getting that escaping of heat and air on a continuous basis. So that's one thing you can really do that a lot of people don't think about, is addressing leaky windows and doors.
Okay, awesome. What maintenance tasks should homeowners complete before starting a major renovation?
So we teach the 5 C's. One thing you can do to help your contractor in terms of things that you can do before starting a home renovation is just making sure that you declutter the area in which the contractor is going to be working in. And again, getting ready for spring, coming out of summer, you know, you got a lot of Christmas gifts that you've stashed somewhere if you're not using them every day. You've gotten a lot of things that you probably accumulate, being that you're more indoors than outdoors in the winter, fall months. Just a good practice is just do spring cleaning, is what they call it, decluttering the home and getting rid of that stuff outside of your home, and getting it outside of your home that you're not using, or that you can bless someone with and donate and gift with that you probably would never use. Because one thing about contractors is that they want to be very respectful of your space and the furniture and any items you may have. But also, too, you want to make it a seamless, great construction experience for everyone by making sure you remove those things out of the construction area that you really no longer need in the home and that can also be problematic during construction for the contractor of your choice. So decluttering the home is always a great maintenance practice going into every spring, and also a great maintenance practice to prevent any unnecessary things from being in a contractor's way when they're attempting to work. That can lead to injury, that can lead to those materials or items being broken, because again, sometimes you're working in tight spaces, and you want to make sure that that area is clear as possible in terms of the construction that's going to take place.
Okay, and then lastly, are there specific permits homeowners need for spring renovation?
Yeah, anytime your contractor is doing any work, there are permit requirements for every municipality. If you go to your municipality's website, they'll tell you when a permit is required and when a permit is not required. If you're just changing appliances out, most municipalities, you do not need a permit for that. If you are just changing kitchen cabinets out, you do not need a permit for that. Now, when you're starting to change electrical outlets and you're upgrading your electrical outlets to code, or you're adding electrical loads, or you're adding plumbing fixtures, you're relocating a sink, 9 times out of 10 times you do need a permit for those kind of work items. So just check your local county municipality website and they will tell you when a permit is required and when it's not. It's always better to ask than to guess and get a stop work order and get your project in trouble and have to pay unnecessary fees and fines when that information is readily available on any of your county websites when you'll need a permit.
Okay, awesome. So what are some things TiVo can offer that's different from any other contractor when it comes to renovation?
It's simple. We strive to give every client a lead experience. If you look at our reviews, all 5-star reviews, we're very engaged in the process. I meet every client at the start of the process and make sure that they fully understand how we're going to execute, how we're going to give them an elite experience, and communication being a critical part of that. Just over communicating to the client so that they fully understand the execution and each and every individual role and responsibility in the execution and giving them an elite experience. We really, really attempt to establish that day one so that they know how to communicate. They know that there's never a such thing as too much communication, and they're feeling great about the process every step of the way from start to finish.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, that wraps it up. I believe this is going to help a lot of people. Is there anything that you want to close out with?
No, we always close out with, it's a crazy time right now. We know a lot of people are losing their jobs in this environment that we're in, especially in the nation's capital, where there are so many government jobs. Do note that our heart and prayers go out to anyone who's been impacted by that and affected by that. And we just want you to know that, trouble don't last always. We all go through things in life. Surround yourself with great people, great support systems, and always know that no matter what, you still have to get up every single day and put one foot in front of the other and never let it rest until your good becomes your better and your better becomes your best. And just find those people that you know that will be your support system, because we're all going to need those people during these times in this administration. And when you surround yourself with those kind of people, it just makes life that much sweeter. Stay away from toxic people. Stay away from negativity. You know who you are. You know the gifts that God has given you. Operate in those gifts. And this is only a season that we're in, and this season too shall pass. Until next time, we appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the comments that we get. We appreciate all the DMs. Please continue. We're here to support you on your journey and your quest, and to also be of service in any kind of way we can in your real estate needs or your construction needs, because that's what we're here for, to give each and every client an elite experience. Until next time, I'll see you at our next construction site.